Those are some eerie sounds. Fitting, I suppose, for what so far looks to be a really eerie map. Hello everyone, and welcome back once again to Garry's mod. And today the map I'm checking out is Abandoned School. I've always been doing these maps that are very highly suggested and often very popular. For this one, I kind of wanted to take a detour from that and just go see what I could find on the workshop. And this was one of the first things that I found, and I'm kind of eager to check it out. Oh, before I get going, if you have any ideas for other maps that you'd like to see me explore, or even ideas for videos in general, the best place to suggest those is at the Discord at the link in the description. There you can also talk about all things horror, all things creepy and comfy, and if you're into that stuff, I highly recommend checking it out because we have a really nice community there. I suppose I'm supposed to be in the role of an urban explorer who came to check the place out. And what a day to do it. This fog is so thick I can't even see the other side of the courtyard. Except for when I look up and I can see the edge of the roof like an ominous shadow. Now where are we going? I can see there's a light on over here. It doesn't look like we can get in this way, but what that tells me is that this is going to be another one of those so-called abandoned locations where the electrical lighting is inexplicably on. Can we open these doors? Did not think so, because on our right, we have a broken window which we can climb through. Let me through. Thank you. And that is the exact moment when I would leave. I mean, look, forget the paranormal, right? If somebody's walking around banging on doors, that's either someone dangerous or someone that's going to draw a lot of attention to the location and completely screw you over. Now, my vision is being illuminated entirely by the fog at this point. So let's see if we can't spawn ourselves a flashlight. There we go. I can't actually see the model. This map must have some kind of weird custom scripting going on. I had a similar issue on Haunted Hotel. I wasn't able to complete it in VR because I couldn't spawn myself a flashlight. Of course here, doing it with no model is better than no flashlight at all. Alright, who's our knocker? Why is my... Wait. Something very weird is happening when I approach the door. Yeah, for some reason my light didn't want to get close to the door. And the door has just closed itself behind me. Wait! Is this me getting trapped? For some reason I just can't approach that door with this light. Why can't I approach doors with the light? That is so annoying. Oh, this is going to be really difficult to progress if I can't get the light close to doors. There's something about the way the furniture is arranged, like... You heard that, right? That was mixed in such a way where it's hard for me to tell if I heard that in-game or in real life, but it sounded like a groaning upstairs. I must say, so far I'm finding this to be a very nicely detailed map. I mean, look, I've talked about open ceiling tiles before, but I can actually see underneath the floorboards. And it's a very eerie environment in general. With the way the fog permeates the rooms and the furniture is arranged, I feel like I'm intruding on something. Like, at a glance, it's all haphazardly scattered around, but look at this corner. There's intention here. Huh. I've also noticed I can't run at all. I can't sprint. I am locked at a walking pace. Locked. So where am I going, then? I can see that once again the artwork in a map is on point. That's actually not artwork. I've seen that photograph before, but I've heard conflicting stories as to the context. Huh. I don't know what it is, but the flashlight is now working correctly. That's a bit odd. There's a broken mug over here. Okay, and there's a painting on the ground. I'm confused about what it actually wants me to do. Ah, can this be moved? Ah, yeah, there we go. Now we're starting to make some progress. Okay, so there are going to be some puzzles to solve. Into the vents we go. That curved texture looks like a Rorschach test. This is also really annoying. I'm having to push the vent cover down the hole. What? I got so scared by the fan turning in the vent that I almost missed that actually really creepy scare. Oh, I can't read that. That actually looks like some scrawled Cyrillic. Where are you? I must once again say, this is a very pretty looking map. It had some unsubtlety in the beginning where we were just standing in the courtyard and it was playing all these stock Half-Life sounds. But the design of the map itself is... I mean, it just comes across in the textures and the way things are arranged that it's all cluttered and grimy and dirty. Am I supposed to do something with you? I mean, I think I can probably make that jump, but the rest is not really going to be very doable. What do I need from here? Ah, that's a key. Okay, now, because of the way VR works, I'm going to want to be... I want to get my character down on that floor, in that gap preferably, so that I can actually reach down far enough to pick it up. Oh, okay, I just need to point my hand at it, and it goes into my inventory. Thank God, because I was so worried that this map was going to be very difficult in VR. Some puzzle maps require you to pick keys up and physically carry them. And that's like almost impossible to do with these controls. Now, can I do something with you now? There we go. And now we should be able to safely cross. That actually seems kind of deep. Not interested in seeing what's down there, though, unless I absolutely have to. Now, the two closest things we have to objectives right now are finding a way out, and more immediately, figuring out what's up with the figure we saw walking down the hall from the vent. And look, I know this isn't an exploration map, I know it is a straight-up horror map, but my main takeaway so far is that I just can't get over how good it looks. And I think what it is it's just so appropriately cluttered. So many map makers who are making abandoned spaces miss out on this. But we have all this old, rusted furniture piled up in the corners. We've got debris scattered all over the ground, and posters and graffiti on the walls, and vents running overhead, and grass growing out of the dirt that's clumped up around the walls. It's all so just beautifully detailed. It's a lot more work than you normally see go into Garry's Mod horror maps. I'd say that so far, this is pretty good for a random workshop find. What's in this room? That box looks interactable. Huh. So it's playing the open sound, but it's not actually opening when I interact with it, so what do I need? That vent doesn't look big enough to crash through, and even then I haven't been able to move the chair so far. That's locked. So what am I looking for? Maybe there will be another key on the ground somewhere? Can I grab that wrench? No. Okay, I think at some point I glitched my hand inside the box and picked up whatever I was supposed to get from there. Oh, this is like a gym. And the door closed behind me once again. Par for the course. Now there's a cool image. Video playing behind the broken screen on a TV. It's a novel idea, but it actually looks kind of cool. The question now is, where am I going? Ah, right through here. Yeah, see, the problem that I'm having with this map so far is that not even necessarily through the fault of the creator, because a lot of it is probably conflicts with VR, but I keep having these issues where I get stuck on these segments not knowing what to do, and then it just completely takes me out of the mood for scares. I've always felt that for horror to land, you have to be in the right mood for it. Oh, it seems night has fallen. In order for horror to land properly, and for you to properly receive horror, you need to be in the right mood for it. Otherwise, you're just not going to feel what the creator wants you to feel. Don't think I didn't hear that. And you know, now, with the night visuals, looking around with a flashlight actually looks even creepier than before. I mean, like I've said before, this is a gorgeous looking map. Okay, let's talk about what went right and wrong in that moment. Opening that door after all this time and seeing that shadowy figure down the hall staring right at me. That was creepy. I was ready for that to be scary. It would have landed more if I hadn't gotten stuck before. And then it started flashing a bunch of JPEGs on my screen, which looks pretty weird in VR. Maybe it would have been a little bit better in pancake mode, but even still, I do not subscribe to the idea of doing that. Okay, we got a hole in the wall through here. Anything else to see before we move on? Besides through the ceiling? Oh, we actually can come this way. Am I making a choice right now? Am I choosing the bad ending? Nope, this door is locked. Okay, thank you very much. Not what I wanted! Not what I... This took a turn. This took quite a turn indeed, didn't it? Through that thing, I guess. To be continued? You can't see it, but I'm looking around confusedly right now. So that was abandoned school, and I must say, for as short as it was, what's there is really solid. Like I said, the whole map does look just absolutely fantastic. There's a really nice level of detail that makes you feel like you're there, you know? It's like I always talk about, how it's properly scaled, properly cluttered, and it really feels like a space that's been left to rot, and not just a series of corridors that are designed to be looked at in a video game. There were only a handful of scares, but for the most part they were pretty good scares with slightly more inventive setups than I normally see from these maps. Like I said, there weren't a lot of them, but for the length of the map, I think they were paced pretty well. It didn't just throw stuff at me constantly, there was actually a decent amount of time between each one. Of course, I have no idea what's going on with this ending, it all sprung this on me very abruptly, and it kind of feels like the creator was just like, I'm done, I'm tired of making this map. But all in all, pretty good, and, worth a little bit of time to check out. Like I said, I really do want to look at more of these maps that are just kind of random workshop finds, instead of just playing all the classics that everybody tells me to play. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you want to try this map for yourself, the workshop link will be available in the description. Also in the description will be a link to the Discord, which is the best place to suggest maps and just any other videos you want me to make. And as always, I will see you in the next one.